Hi there again, folks. Me again, Brandon Wenzel. Your review guide, your shopping sensei of stuff. Uh, where I go over there. This is a little video thing I do where I go over there and I try different things. It's not original. Been plenty of other people who did it before me. I personally am a big fan of the Brad Tries videos from Cinema Snob, aka Stone Gremlin Productions. So if you enjoy the stuff that I do, you'll vastly prefer the stuff that he does because he's much better at it than I am. He's been doing it much longer. And I personally think that he's much funnier and, well composed with what he does than I am. But to be fair, I'm still just getting used to this. But he'll still probably be better than it, or better than me if I keep doing these for a long time. Because again, he does a very good job. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna do some stuff for you guys. This one I'm gonna do a little 3-in-1, which means I'm gonna kind of go a little bit faster with it than I usually do. I'm trying to whittle these down a little bit anyway, but I don't want to limit myself too much. If I limit myself, because I don't want these to come off like super serious reviews, where I like suit and a tie and a whole thing, and because I'm not that guy. Anybody who knows me knows I'm not that guy. The last time I wore a suit and tie was when I was the best man at my dad's third wedding. And even then, and that was a tuxedo, and it was rented, and even then, me and my dad, we weren't tuxedo people. So none of what I do should be taken tremendously seriously, and I certainly don't want it to feel that way. I might get a little bit more formal as I sort of build a format, but I'm nowhere near that point. And I might not even get to that point. I might get bored, or there just might not be enough reaction to it or whatever, to make me feel worth it for me to keep doing it. But for right now, I'm enjoying it, and hopefully people keep enjoying it, and hopefully they can take some stuff away. And so yeah, because I'm doing 3 of these today, I am going to go a little bit faster with each individual one. I just got done doing a lemon chocolate thing. It's over there. That's going to go in the fridge later. It was fine. Not so much my thing, but doing these, talking a lot, doing all this stuff, leaves me a little bit parched. On top of that, I just love to drink stuff all the time. Like, I'm not even kidding. For the amount of, like, when I go buy grocery stuff, it is not entirely uncommon for there to be, like, a 2-to-1 ratio for, like, things to drink versus things I eat. I eat out a lot, to be fair, so, like, that's kind of where part of that comes in. But I always love having lots of different options and stuff to drink. So yeah. So, going off of that, I got these. This is the first one. Starbucks Nitro Cold Brew. Light. There we go. This is the dark caramel, which I don't know exactly what that means. I mean, I know what caramel is, but I don't know exactly what dark caramel is. I don't know if that means, like, I don't know. Nitrogen-infused cold brew. I didn't think I would ever utter those words together. Our cold brew is infused with nitrogen the moment you open it, creating a rush of creamy texture. We've added a touch of dark caramel flavor and sweetness that perfectly complements the super smooth black coffee. Oh! Jesus, folks. Ingredients: cold brewed Starbucks coffee, water, coffee, sugar, natural flavors, nitrogen. Again, nitrogen. That's such a weird ingredient to have in a thing, I think. Maybe not, I don't know. Committed to 100% ethical coffee sourcing in partnership with Conservation International. That might be true or not. I'm not going to say one way or another because I do not know, but if it is true, good on you, Starbucks. I don't usually go into your stores, but I do occasionally buy your energy drinks and crap. So, I've got this one. Got vanilla sweet cream, and I've got unsweet black. I'm going to start with the unsweet black as a base, and because it's the one that I'm probably going to like the least. Yeah, I am not the biggest coffee guy in the world. I've pretty much, with the exception of when I worked at the gas station, I never brew my own pots. And it is a very rare thing that I ever order or get. Usually it's when I have limited options and somehow the best. But if there's one thing that I definitely don't go with, it's black coffee. In fact, the only times I've ever really drinking black coffee willingly was like when I was like maybe in like my late teens or early 20s, because my mom and stepdad, my dad and stepmom at the time, they would make coffee because they were like proper adults who had to go like actual jobs and stuff. They needed energy. They would occasionally make this stuff, and they wouldn't always go over there and finish it in a timely manner. So sometimes it would go cold. And so rather than go over there and waste it, I would occasionally go over there and drink it if I happen to be really, really tired for whatever. Like if I need to wake up, because not only do you get the caffeine and stuff, black coffee tastes like ass. It just does. It's bitter and sadness. I'm sorry. So that would usually do a pretty good job of waking me up, because not only was it caffeinated, but I just was hating myself while I was drinking it, and it's a pretty good way to wake yourself up if you want to stop hating yourself. So I'm gonna go ahead and try the black first. Like these are cold brew, so they were in my fridge. Do I have to shake this? I feel like I should shake it. Doesn't say to shake it. Okay, I'm gonna give it a shot. Still gonna do the tappy thing, just force of habit. Ooh, that was a very weird, like pop noise too. Maybe that was a nitrogen. Smells like black coffee. Oh. And to be fair, there's worse things in the world than black coffee by all means, but like, yeah. I figured I'd try this anyway. So, let's give it a shot. See how the nitrogen makes it taste. It's all silky smooth. Okay. Alright, here's what I'll take away. I don't know what the hell the nitrogen is adding, if anything. What I will say is this. Out of the black coffees that I've had, this is probably the least offensive that I've had. It is very smooth. I didn't get like a huge hit of bitterness. It was definitely bitter throughout. No two ways about that. But it wasn't like some coffees really got some weird bitterness to it, and I don't understand the reasoning, because why? But this one, it was, like I said, it was actually pretty smooth. I don't know what people look for in black coffee, because, again, to me, you gotta be nuts to enjoy black coffee. But if you enjoy black coffee, I would imagine that this is either going to be a really, like, positive experience for you or really negative. Because if you're expecting something with some real bite, this is probably not going to be it. There's certainly coffees out there with more bite. But conversely, if you like black coffee but maybe you don't want so much bite, this does a pretty good job. Like I said, it is very smooth. And it does have a bit of an aftertaste. Or I shouldn't say an aftertaste, but it just kind of linger on your palate a little bit. But not offensively so. It's there and kind of gone, and that just leaves a little bit behind. So, I mean, if for whatever reason, if I really had to drink some black coffee, like if the mob was coming for my thumbs and that was the only way I could get out of it for some reason, I might actually go with this as my option. So, that's the black one. Let's move on to one of the other ones I'll probably like more. Hopefully. Let's do we'll do the dark caramel. I don't know what dark caramel is supposed to be. I know what dark chocolate is. I don't know what dark caramel is. Oh, it actually has instructions for gently tilt can once, pop open, and pour into a cold glass for maximum enjoyment. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to drink it from the can, because that's how I roll. Try some dark caramel. God, that's a weird thing. That doesn't sound right. Like I just stepped on some alien creature and that was the last gasp of air coming out of it. And these are, I'm not going to down all these in one go, I should mention, because I've also got some energy drinks and stuff coming up. I'm gonna drink a little bit, and then these are going in the fridge, and I'll drink them periodically. I intend to stay up pretty late tonight, so I'll probably get through like one or two of these. So let's give the dark caramel a shot. Excuse me. All right. Oh, man, okay. I don't know what the hell. I mean, it's definitely still got like a black coffee kind of flavor to it at the start. Then I guess the dark caramel kicks in. Maybe? That doesn't taste like any caramel I've ever had, man. Yeah. Yeah, okay. If you've ever had like Starbucks, like the double shot caramel or anything like that, this doesn't taste like that. It's not terribly sweet. There's a sweetness to it, but it's still more bitter than it is sweet. Yeah, I'm not really digging this one. At least with like the black one, I knew what to expect because it's black coffee. With this, I was hoping for something a bit more palatable. But instead, it's just confusing and makes me sad. Ah. Yeah, I mean, despite my reactions, like, it's not super offensively bad. It's that my brain is trying to make sense of it. It doesn't know what the hell to think it is because it starts off bitter, then there's a tiny bit of sweetness. Maybe there's some caramel flavor, but, like, I don't really know. And so, like, when I have, like, the facial expression, that's my brain just, like, rebooting for a second because it doesn't know what the hell just happened. Yeah. I really don't know what to tell you with this one. I wouldn't try it again, personally. I mean, I will still drink this and finish it, for, sake of drinking things and stuff that I bought. But not willingly. I might even go with the black coffee before this because this, at least with that, it's one thing that my brain is familiar with. With this, I don't know. I'm not super into this one. I genuinely had high hopes for this. I thought this was probably going to be my favorite of the three. Not so much. Not so much for me. You might like it more than me. Just if you go into it, don't expect a lot. Again, don't expect it to taste like, caramel frappuccino or anything like that. It's not that. Yeah, I mean, if you want to, out of curiosity, if you're a big Starbucks fan, big coffee fan, by all means, give it a go. Maybe you'll take away from it more than I would. I am not, no. So that one goes over there. I got a bunch of stuff over there, so. Let's do vanilla sweet cream. Now, I'm a little bit more hopeful on this one now because the last one, god-awful caramel, it was dark coffee. This one says that it's sweet. So, my hope is that this will be better. Let's see. Fused cream, vanilla flavor. Yeah, okay. Same thing. All the same crap. Oh. Maybe I should have shaken it. Maybe that would have made it better. Let's give the vanilla. I'm so worried now, because, I knew the black one I wasn't going to be that into, but then it ended up being a little bit better than I thought. I was like, well, these two will be my safety, if nothing else. That's such a weird noise. Why is there nitrogen in my coffee? Alright, let's give this a shot. Smells vanilla-y. That's a good sign. Looks vanilla-y. Excuse me. Okay. Alright, that's kind of interesting. So somewhat similar to the dark caramel. If you've ever had a French vanilla anything from Starbucks, It's not this. This is more coffee with the flavor. It does say that there's some milk in there, but like it doesn't feel like it's blended like with frappuccinos and things like that. Like the idea is to get them to not taste very much like coffee. With this feels more like it wants the coffee flavor, and they just kind of added a little bit on top of it to give it a little something extra. So yeah, it's smooth. Does have a vanilla flavor, but it's not very strong. Basically just enough to take the edge off of the coffee flavor, but it's not very sweet. It kind of moves on the palate, and then it's gone. It's the best out of the three, for sure. Way better than the dark caramel. If I were going for something vanilla flavored from Starbucks, I wouldn't go with this. Because for me, it retains too much of the coffee flavor. Which again, I mean, I like tiramisu and I like certain things, but this, you gotta balance it the right way. For me, it's a little bit too much. But if you're a coffee fan and the vanilla flavor of frappuccinos and the like is, too overwhelming for you, it tastes too much like a kid's drink or what have you, this might actually be your thing. Maybe you'll enjoy this. That's what I would imagine what they're going for with this whole thing, is to have a little bit more of a more mature vanilla coffee thing. Yeah, it's okay. It's alright. Definitely better than the other two. But again, still not something. Like, I won't be getting these again. But again, I'm also not the target market, because these are clearly for coffee lovers. Whereas for me, I'm someone who will drink coffee flavored-ish things from time to time. So that's my review. These are the only three ones that they had when I went to Jewel. I don't know if there's more. They're fine if you like coffee stuff. Maybe you'll like them. Maybe you won't. I don't know. Again, I'm not the biggest coffee person in the world. I just gave you my personal take on them as someone who kind of enjoys some coffee stuff, but not huge on those. Not that they were terrible, just not so much my thing. That's pretty much it for this video, especially since we're getting a little bit close to the 20-minute mark. So yeah, with that being said, with those done, I'm not going to really do too much I don't really have too much in the way of like a story or anything for these. In particular, I talked a little bit like with the stuff with my dad, my stepmom, and everything. So I guess that'll be my story portion of this video. As always, though, folks, I'm going to go ahead and end this off by going over there and saying, hey, regardless of what I thought of the Starbucks stuff, I hope that you all have a fantastic day, fantastic week, fantastic month, fantastic life. Keep kicking that ass as much as possible. Go out, do the things you want to do. Don't worry about the police. If anything happens, just tell them, just show them my video and just let them know, no, I'm not, no, don't associate me with any of your crimes. I don't need that shit on my back. But within a reasonable amount of legality, enjoy your life, have a great day, and just, have a good time. Whatever you enjoy doing most, as long as it isn't something incredibly awful, do one extra for me, I guess. All right, folks. Bye.